What's going on, people? This is Elder Tenchi, and I'd like to welcome you to another segment of I Still Love Her, my personal hip-hop blog. Now, tonight was the BET Hip Hop Awards, and I have to say, first and foremost, big ups to Mike Epps. Big ups to Mike Epps doing his thing, hosting, being funny, cracking on everybody, you know what I'm saying? His Obama impression was on point, in my opinion. It was, it was funny. A lot of people do the Obama voice, but he was on point tonight. Another thing would be the opening performance with Wiz Khalifa. Looked like he had a lot of fun up there, you know what I'm saying, using the stage to his advantage. And really, those were two of the, I wouldn't say those were the highlights, but I would put them as, like top things to watch over again. If I decided to watch this whole thing over again, those were the things I would be looking for. Another thing would be the first cipher, which was the Grand Hustle cipher that featured T.I., Trade of Truth, Chipmunk, and Iggy. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. But they all did well. I feel that T.I. just took it home with the last few bars. You know what I mean? And that was crazy. That was crazy. Who else did we have? We had Jade, a pretty boy. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. Hobson, Schoolboy Q, Mac Miller, Mystical. I was not expecting Mystical. Mystical always sounds like he's spazzing, and for some reason there was some noise coming through somewhere else where I was watching, so I didn't hear everything that he was saying. Even if I did, I couldn't repeat it back to you anyway. But good to see him. Good to see him back. Good to see him on a cipher. The whole thing just was really great. But my cipher highlights, I'd have to say, would definitely be the West Coast cipher, which included Snoop Dogg, aka Snoop Lion, or vice versa, whatever you want to talk about. X to the Z Exhibit, DJ Quick, E40, and Kendrick Lamar. They took it home for me. They took it home for me because, number one, it was just a record scratch, and they were just banging on the table, lunchroom status. Okay, all right. And at the end, Snoop Lion, he freestyled his verse. Okay, so that was cool to me. That was awesome to me. Who else? Everybody in these ciphers did well. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed every single one of them. It's just those who stuck out to me. Good to see DMX. Really good to see DMX and Eve. Really good to see them. Really good to see them together on this cipher. Just doing more. And somebody on Facebook, on Facebook had said that if they were to come back and do something, then a lot of these MCs now they wouldn't know what to do. And you know what? I kind of agree with that. Let me know what you think about that. Talib Kweli, thank you. That's all I gotta say. He just killed it. Alright? We need a new Black Star album. You and Mos Def gotta come back with some new Black Star material. I know both of you are still doing your thing right now. You know what I'm saying? Lyrically, we need a new Black Star album. Just putting it out there. I know they might be working on something now, but I'm just saying we need it right now. We need something right now. Another thing. The fact that Rakim got the I Am Hip Hop Award, the hip hop icon that he is, and he came out and he said, basically big ups to everybody, plus the people that he worked with over the years. Like, even though a lot of his stuff was before my time, I still listen to a lot of his stuff. Everything from Microphone, from Microphone Fiend with Eric B and a lot of stuff that he's done now. Like I said in one of my past videos, I have his last album was The Seventh Seal that he put out independently, and I loved every single bit of that album. So it was great to see. It was great to see him come up and accept an award. He even was a little bashful about it. He said, "I never, I never got called up for an award before." So it was cool. What else was kind of cool? Even though it was only for a few seconds, my boys, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Nickelodeon's version of the Ninja Turtles, made an appearance. I know it doesn't really matter because it's BET. It kind of set me back a little bit. I'm like, Ninja Turtles up here, everybody around them, everybody else around them cussing and all that, all that other stuff. I mean, I know it was just a quick thing, and yeah, they were advertising, but it was funny to see them up there. It was a funny thing. What else? Big ups to Kendrick Lamar. Big ups to Kendrick Lamar, for winning his award, for doing his performance, for being in the West Coast Cypher, for definitely respecting, the OGs in the game, and that kid's going far. That kid is gonna go far. If he stays at this path, he's going to go far. Hopsin, Grae, all of them, they just did phenomenally well. Lyric wise, I know some people do not like Hopsin. Everybody's entirely to their own opinion. Grae, she spit it like she's a straight up poet. She is a straight up poet. So when she was spitting over the beat, it was more like spoken word, and then she let the beat, she just let the beat ride for a couple seconds, and then came right back, did not lose her place. I'm like, big ups to her, man. Big ups to everybody in the ciphers. You guys did your thing. I really just enjoyed watching the ciphers this year. But the ones that stuck out to me the most was the one with Talib Kweli, DMX, Eve, and the one in the West Coast cipher with Snoop in them. And I know I'm saying a lot of this out of order. I know a lot of some of these people that I just mentioned were in different ciphers at different times. But the point is, they were there. Their verses were tight. You know what I'm saying? They were having fun with it. Talib Kweli, his verse. He took a shot at the radio in the mainstream, and not to say a lot of people haven't done that before, but it was funny to hear. At the beginning of his verse, he took a shot at the radio stations, at at mainstream radio and in the mainstream in general, and record execs, and the fact they don't know what they're doing and stuff like that. It was like, man, dude. We've all been saying this for a long time. A lot of us hip-hop heads that have been here for a long time, we've all been saying this. But that's basically my take on it. I enjoyed the BET. No. I cannot forget this. The Chris Lightly tribute performance with Q-Tip, with Busta Rhymes, with Missy Elliott, Fat Joe, 50 Cent, both on the same stage. I know they finally ended their beef. Thank goodness, okay? Really, just thank goodness, because that's the last thing we need right now. We do not need more beef. We need more peace. And it was great to see them all on stage. That was the highlight. That is what a performance is supposed to be. That's how you end a show right there. That was my best That was the best performance of that night, in my opinion. And Kendrick Lamar, once again, he did his thing every time he was on stage. Even though, it was just one performance, and then he got up, in the awards, and him introducing the Rakim tribute, and even the cypher. Like I said, big ups to him, big ups to Rakim, big ups to DMX, Eve, Grae, Hopsin, every single person involved, E40, Snoop Lion. It was those were my highlights. What do you think? What was your favorite cipher? What was your favorite moment, whether it be small or big? You know what? I would like to see Rakim in a cipher. Next year, somebody request Rakim and another OG, since we got DJ Quick in this year, along with Talib Kweli and them. Get Rakim and somebody else in a cipher. You know what? Probably someone we haven't heard from in a long time. That would be dope. And what am I forgetting? Oh, that guy from from Ghana. That dude from Ghana that was spitting so quick that they had to, thick accent that they had to put subtitles on. He did a great job too. I wish I caught his name because I didn't catch his name right away, so I couldn't write it down. But I'm probably gonna try and see if I can research this dude and see what else he's got up there. But let me know what you think of tonight's award show. Are you gonna watch it again when it reruns, which will probably be tomorrow or the next day if somebody's watching it, if someone happens to be watching this later? If I sound like I'm stuttering, I am. It's late, and I'm just saying all this off the top of the head. So, anyway, hope you enjoyed this rendition of "I Still Love Her," my personal hip hop vlog. Watch out for more videos, more album reviews, more news, whatever, you know what I'm saying. And if anybody got any topics for me having to do with this subject or anything else that happens to be on my YouTube channel, let me know. All right. And with that, peace, love, happiness, and I will see you later. That was El Da Tenchi, and this was "I Still Love Her," my personal hip hop vlog.